Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very important update here on price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, things are changing very fast. Bitcoin looks like attempting to break out of one of the most important resistance which we have in between 86,000, because we are aware once that key line of resistance gets broken, the scenario after that could be very bullish. So that is what we are going to discuss in this video. But first thing first, please do me a favor and destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And guys, please, let's try to reach at least 1,000 like in this video. Let's try it one more time to reach 1,000 like in this video, because video like this takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy. So if you appreciate what I'm doing, if you enjoy this kind of content, then definitely destroy that like button. Thank you very much. Now, first thing first, as you are aware, in a weekly time frame, we saw Bitcoin losing the support from this descending broadening wedge, a bullish continuation pattern. But if we look at it right now, you can see Bitcoin looks like trying to re-enter inside the descending broadening wedge, which is a bullish continuation pattern here in a bigger time frame. Yes guys, Bitcoin right now looks like testing one of the most important resistance which we have to flip into support if you want to see the price of Bitcoin re-entering inside this descending broadening wedge, which is a bullish continuation pattern. But what are the possibilities? Because if you look at this price action, not just only in a weekly time frame, even in a daily time frame, you can see Williams alligator indicator is also acting as a resistance. And I've been very clear with you guys, during uptrend, the same trend line, the Williams alligator indicator trend line, acts as a support, but during downtrend, the same trend line acts as a resistance. And in our case, since this is a bearish cross, blue line appearing at the top, green line at the bottom, this is a bearish crossover. So if we see the price of Bitcoin showing a move around 86,000, I personally think this resistance will be broken. Bitcoin finding support above 86,000 could be preparing itself for a continuation, which might look somehow like this, and this bearish crossover here in Williams alligator indicator also turning into a bullish cross like this. Green line at the top and blue line at the bottom, and this usually happens when the price is preparing itself for a uptrend. So that's why guys, that's why if the price in the medium short term manages to come across 86,000, then you can see a lot of resistance which is holding us will be broken, and Bitcoin after that will be turning this scenario upside down. This bearish continuation pattern will be turning into a bullish continuation pattern for the upcoming days. So it is very important that we break out from this 86,000 resistance, because that's also the resistance from this basis line or the center line from this Bollinger Band. Yes guys, if we break out of this trend line, then even according to this Bollinger Band, you can see we will be above the center line of the basis line. And just like what happened here in the past price action, breaking out of the center line, flipping that into support, indicates uptrend, and also the same trend line acts as support. So in our case, this is a downtrend, right? We are breaking the lower band, but once we find proper support over the center line, the scenario could be changing here, because we know Bitcoin parallelly will be also re-entering inside this leading indicator, CPR indicator, which for us is very important, because we know if the price comes across this CPR trend line, then the upcoming month, the month of April, will be printing a ascending CPI, higher than the previous one, which only happens during uptrend. But if we fail to regain our strength above 86,000, then you know what is going to happen. Price will print another bearish scenario, descending CPI for the month of April, which only gets formed during downtrend. So if we want to avoid this bearish continuation even for the upcoming month, then we need the price of Bitcoin at any cost to come across 86,000 for better confirmation above 86,000. Yes guys, if we find proper support over 86,000, then you can see we will be also re-entering inside this CPI trend line, which in our case will be turning the price very bullish, because for the month of March we still have our bullish target open, which is around 98,600. So you can see finding proper support above 86,000 means we have a very high possibility of price heading towards this the central line, which is around 88,500, and even the top CPI line, which sits around 90,400. So you can see there is a very high possibility of price hitting above 90,000 once 85, 86,000 gets flipped into proper support. Because right now, guys, right now, if we monitor the price movement around this area, you can see, yes, we were talking about this bearish continuation pattern. I mean, a symmetrical triangle. After fake break to the downside, if the price manages to close properly above 86,000, 85, 86,000, close above that price range, then I personally think we will be heading towards 90 and even higher because price in that case will be following a very similar move to this one here. After a bearish break to the downside, you can see after a bearish break to the downside, it started forming a symmetrical triangle, which resulted in a bullish move. Same thing could be unfolding in our case as well. I mean, if you look at the price action of Bitcoin around this area carefully, you can see, guys, we are forming so-called ascending triangle bottom, and along with that, even this 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern parallelly. Yes, guys, Bitcoin, if you look at it carefully, has already broken out from this resistance here in the immediate short term, right? I mean, the upper trend line resistance from this ascending triangle bottom even came for a retest, and this trend line held us. So what does this mean? If the price in the immediate short term manages to remain above this horizontal trend line or the upper trend line from this ascending triangle, then there is also a very high probability of price breaking out from this 85, 86,000 resistance and heading towards 90 or even above. Yes, guys, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin as soon as it flips this 85, 86,000 resistance line to head above 90,000 following this ascending triangle pattern, a bullish continuation pattern, and even 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern. So according to this 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern as well, you can see Bitcoin has already broken out of this point 2, even came for a retest. So open a long trade at the break of resistance line cutting across point 2, which in our case has already been broken, even flipped into support. So if this continues 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern, then you can see, guys, we might be slowly entering in a bullish phase. I mean, Bitcoin breaking the resistance around 85, 86,000 and going even higher, because we know Bitcoin parallelly, if we break above 85, 86,000, then we will be also following this descending right angle broadening formation. Yes, guys, in this descending right angle broadening formation, upper trend line acts as resistance, lower trend line acts as support. So in our case, the lower trend line has been tested. So if the price starts following a move, just like as shown in an example towards this upper trend line, right, you can see which sits above 100,000, then in the immediate short term, we have to come across this 85, 86,000 resistance. Once we do that, you can see, guys, the upcoming days for Bitcoin could be turning very bullish. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Flipping 85, 86,000 into proper support could be turning the price very bullish. But failing to do that, I mean, price failing to break out of this 85, 86,000, you know what's going to happen? I mean, this ascending broadening wedge pattern will come back to life. So to avoid this move, to avoid this bearish move, we need the price of Bitcoin at any cost to break out of 85, 86,000 and flip that into support, because by doing that parallelly, we will be also following this descending broadening wedge, another bullish continuation pattern for Bitcoin. So for all this bullish scenario to play out, we need the price of Bitcoin to find proper support above 85, 86,000, because by doing that, you can see a lot of bullish scenario will come back to life, invalidating the bearish scenario for the upcoming days. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please, guys, do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.